Wherever the water flowed and touched, it brought life. That's what it tells us, right? Everything will live wherever the water goes. It tells us that in verse 9. But here in verse 11, swamps and marshes are not healed. I don't know anybody that would say, man, I just wish my life was one big swamp. Swamps, think of stagnation. Swamps and marshes, right? The muck and the mire, the mud, the bugs, the lifelessness of it. Nobody goes fishing in a swamp for beautiful fish. Swamps and marshes. You know, there are people here that's your life. That's your life. Water once flowed to you because a swamp and a marsh has water, but now it's just simply overgrown. When's the last time God touched your heart? I looked up some words that were kind of synonymous with swamps and marshes, and I came up with these: stagnant, stationary, and stinking. Some people, they have a stagnant Christian life. They're just no longer even journeying with God. They're like at a standstill. They're not really going anywhere with God. God's not really moving in their life. Or they call themselves stationary. I'm not moving. Or stinking. When there is no ongoing, life-giving ministry of the Spirit, you do end up stinking, right? You get a stinking attitude, stinking thinking. You started smelling like the world rather than like the presence of God. When they saw Stephen, they just saw the presence of God on his face. When they saw Peter and John, they took notice that they had been with Jesus. When Moses was in the presence of God, his face shone the presence of God. You know, when you're walking close with Jesus, you have a certain look to you, a certain smell to you. There's life to you. Oh, how we need life to us. Don't we? Need life to us. I don't want a stinking life, a stagnant life, a stationary life. I don't want my life to be like a swamp or a marsh. I want the ministry of the Holy Spirit flowing into me. And for that to happen, I need to welcome Him and open my heart to God. Come, Holy Spirit, come, Holy Spirit, come, Holy Spirit. That's what I mean by opening up my heart to God. I surrender to more of you. Used to sing a song years ago about more of Jesus. And the words of the song were something like this: I want more of Jesus, so I'll give Him more of me. It's a key, isn't it? I mentioned a watermark. You know, you got your ankles, your knees, your waist, over your head, a watermark. Sometimes when you're along rivers, you can see watermarks. A watermark indicates the height to which water rises or has risen. Well, back in 1972, the water was 10 feet higher. That was the watermark. Now the watermark is down here. You can judge how deep the water is by the watermark. Where's your watermark today? Well, Pastor, it used to be, up here, and, now, honestly, it's down here. That's not good. Maybe your watermark is over your head. Man, this is awesome. I'm so full of God. This is wonderful. Where's your watermark today? My dad was in the Army, and being an officer, there's the officers club that was just right down the street from where we were stationed, and they had the beautiful pool there. And so every summer I would live at the pool. My older sister was the lifeguard, so she let us have our way in that pool. There's no rules. Just don't kill each other. Every day I'm down at the pool, and I still remember going to the pool on a hot day and just putting the towel by the chair and just running and leaping into the water and being in the water, and my friends are off to the side there, and I would say, come on in, the water's great. Come on in, the water's great. And that's really what the Holy Spirit is saying to all of us here today. Come on in, the water's great. It's waters to swim in. There's never been a better day than today to go swimming in the wonderful, overflowing presence of God. Come on in, the water's great.